panicked in a black outfit, ran toward a calm figure holding a basket, urgency radiating from every step it takes. Rushed toward the chief, excitedly announcing that his sister had returned with her entire family. Elderly and wise village chief reacted with surprise, intrigued by the young man's announcement about his sister's return. Joyful child ran towards a welcoming and cheerful figure, their excitement radiating with each step. Young girl unexpectedly tackled an older man from behind, catching him completely off guard. Cheerful young man approached his grandpa, asking how he had been while coughing lightly. A sense of anxiety filled the air as a worried young woman approached the doorway, their hearts heavy with unspoken dread, nervously expressed that they had returned. The elderly man looked up, curiosity filling his eyes as two eager characters entered the room. He questioned their sudden return. Encouraged his friends to hunt wild game, urging them to kill something big for a fun night ahead. Lifted the young girl onto his shoulders, both of them bursting with excitement about their upcoming hunting adventure. Elderly man probed for answers, sensing urgency from his companions, who stood ready for the truth. Tension hung in the air as stood nervously, his eyes fixed on a worried woman before him. He expressed concern, hoping to ease her distress. Tension thickened around him as furrowed his brow, his expression marked by worry for his father. Listened intently as the discussion unfolded, curiosity evident in his focused demeanor. Elderly man coughed, his surprise evident as he reacted to the shocking news about a rank 3 psych medalist. Accused the intruder with fury, recalling the day was taken from their village. Worried woman pleaded for help, urging a contemplative man to think of it as aiding her in a desperate time. Expressed his concern and curiosity about his father's long pursuit of advancing to rank 3 psych medalist. Elderly man, wounded and desperate, expressed regret and urged others to leave with the child, fearing imminent danger from a powerful foe. A sense of urgency filled the air as shouted out for help, desperation evident in his voice. He asked who else they could search for. An elderly man, surprised, mentioned the police as the local authorities. The room buzzed with tension as an old man raised a finger at the group, asserting the importance of the law. An unknown male character insisted that even a rank 3 psychic mentalist couldn't commit murder openly. A sense of urgency lingered as considered calling the police, worry etched across his face. A wave of distress washed over as he questioned his presence in this chaotic situation. A sense of urgency filled the air as alerted the chief about an intruder. A sense of calm settled over the landscape as he walked away from the group, focused on his own path. A remote village revealed itself on the map, and curiosity sparked in. He examined the details closely. A tense moment hung in the air as prepared to dodge an incoming attack. Sudden confrontation electrified the air as faced an unseen figure, weapon raised with purpose. He demanded to know who the intruder was and how they found this place. A girl joyfully called out to her brother, excitement bubbling in her voice. A joyful child hugged a caring and playful man, their laughter echoing through the forest as innocence danced in the air. A sense of relief washed over the group as they recognized a calm and composed male figure standing in the background. The relieved female character expressed gratitude for his presence. A curious male character with glasses reacted to her comment, intrigued by the connection. Approached a small group and asked how they ended up there, his curiosity apparent. Brother Tang explained that this was his wife's home and they visit annually. A warm breeze swept through the Sink village, bringing laughter and light to the gathering. The old man complimented his clear eyes with a cheerful tone. A warm atmosphere enveloped the group as they exchanged lighthearted conversation, admitted he had overreacted, and said he was excited to hunt wild game soon. Lightly declined the villagers' offer to buy their specialty wood sculptures, and the cheerful villager remained hopeful. Observed the village, captivated by its uniqueness. Curious listened intently as discussed the rarity of psych mentalists in the village, noting the old man's impressive rank. Unplayed his next move while holding the girl, weighing the value of showcasing his abilities against being nice. At beside a worried girl who expressed sadness about losing the ball. Then he sensed an alarming aura approaching, recognizing him. Realized the situation, alarm spreading across his face. A child excitedly pointed to a ball nearby. Another figure claimed the ball with an assertive tone. Chaos swirled around him, yet remained focused, his determination unwavering in the face of the unseen threat. He let out a defiant laugh. Shadow loomed over the group, thickening the air with tension and fear. Tang warned them about a powerful psych mentalist lurking nearby. Reacted to the revelation, his expression alarmed. Amid the chaos, a determined man urged the villagers to evacuate, focusing on the children first. Remained calm and self-assured as he effortlessly dodged multiple attacks, his smug demeanor unshaken by the chaos around him. Tense challenge echoed through the air as a confident young man taunted his opponent about their weak psych energy. Tense confrontation unfolded as a determined man threatened the shadowy figure, vowing to crush all hopes to smithereens. Concentrated deeply, creating a glowing orb that pulsed with intensity between his hands. Unleashed a powerful attack, energy blast surging towards an unseen opponent. Raised his hands confidently, channeling energy as a spell took form, ready to unleash the power. A vibrant surge of purple energy enveloped as he raised his hand to cast a transformation spell. Air crackled with tension as lasers danced ominously around it. He reacted in alarm, realizing his dense steel pellet cannon was ineffective. A confident figure smirked, holding a mysterious object as vibrant pink light enveloped him. He taunted for daring to confront him. A powerful blast of pink energy erupted from an arrogant figure, targeting with menacing intent. Yelled defiantly, surrounded by swirling purple energy, demanding that they come after him and not pick on the girls. A cackling figure gestured menacingly towards unleashing a burst of chaotic energy. Tension filled the air as an older man cried out in pain, restrained by the grip of purple energy. A calculating and sinister figure revealed her dark intentions too, wanting to kill the girls and frame him for it. Remote location glowed under purple beams of light, and a strategic young man with long hair felt pleased. He remarked that the spot was perfect, far removed from the world. Atmosphere turned ominous as a confident young man with purple hair gestured menacingly, declaring he could take his time to care for his target. A sinister figure loomed in the shadows, mocking the terrified girl as he threatened her with a glass of her daughter's favorite drink. Tense atmosphere surrounded as he struggled against the sinister figure's evil plan. The figure taunted, delighting in his horror and fear. Fear gripped the group as a terrified girl expressed her desperation about their situation at Mountain. The menacing figure reached out, pink laser lines crisscrossing the air, tension thickened, as stood defiantly with the children. Stood resolutely, making a solemn vow to the distressed girl beside him. The menacing figure loomed over a girl on the ground, commanding his minions to bring her closer. The terrified girl stood amidst glowing pink lines, pleading for help from the concerned men nearby. An intense burst of purple energy radiated outward, filling the air with a sense of impending power. Electric energy crowded around a young man with purple hair, his expression a mix of confusion and frustration as he questioned the integrity of his web. A surge of power crowded in the air as focused intently, channeling energy into his glowing fist. A surge of hope ignited as a figure called for help, joy radiating from newfound movement. He excitedly urged to save their parents. Held a glowing object while an anxious girl reached out to him, her concern palpable in the tense atmosphere. Tense confrontation unfolded as two aggressive figures demanded someone from a calm but determined. Unleashed a powerful punch, sending his opponent reeling back in shock while a terrified girl watched in disbelief. Expressed shock, unable to comprehend that the person before him was a rank 5 martial artist. Stood with a worried expression, reflecting on his weakness and lack of inner strength. Faced a skeptical figure who questioned how he could possibly be at rank 5. Cunning and confident woman manipulated energy, her smile menacing as she challenged about the web's destruction. Questioned Tang, expressing disbelief about relying on thee as an ally. The mystical figure boasted with confidence, manipulating glowing web-like energy as he threatened. Held the child close, a mystical blue aura surrounding them, radiating reassurance in a moment of uncertainty. A powerful character unleashed a brilliant energy attack aimed directly at who remained particularly held by another. A surge of electrifying energy radiated from him as he resolutely raised his glowing hand to detach the force threatening them. Profound martial arts skill was executed flawlessly, leaving the onlookers in astonishment. The green-haired character expressed disbelief at the display of power. The hood figure questioned how such mastery was even possible. Fronted the charging adversary, brimming with fierce determination. He declared that even if he faced death, he would drag the opponent down to hell. Alarmed figure warned everyone of an impending psychic explosion that could drive them all mad and lead to their demise. Panic filled the air as a terrified young woman with a gag turned to, pleading for guidance in the chaos. Stood confidently, analyzing the swirling psychic energy around him, his curiosity driving him deeper into the chaos. A sense of dread loomed as channeled energy toward the floating object, his expression dripping with contempt. A large figure with a contorted face emerged from darkness, illuminated by faint light, faced the emerging figure, alert and ready for the threat. Gathered his strength, his hand glowing fiercely with pink energy as he prepared to unleash a powerful blast. A chilling scream pierced the air as he recoiled in horror at the nightmarish sight before him. An unseen force splattered against the dark, smoky background, startling caught in the heat of conflict. A mysterious figure with a blue aura lingered below, while reacted disdainfully to the name Wu. Stood confidently, holding a young girl tightly as swirling energy dissipated around them. Focused intently, conjuring a swirling energy with his hand as tension filled the air. Displayed a floating psychic weapon, feeling proud of its craftsmanship. He noted its quality, thinking he could manage with it for now. The young girl expressed her awe at, declaring he was incredible, with excitement lighting up her face. A moment of gratitude hung in the air as a young woman expressed her appreciation for saving them. An old man sat on the ground, reflecting on TM's terrifying martial arts prowess and his chilling psychic energy. A wave of amazement rippled through the crowd as confidently displayed his extraordinary psychic power. A wave of amazement swept through the crowd as a young woman with pink hair questioned how had become so strong. Tension hung in the air as a nervous young man hesitated, glancing at, unsure how to address it. A confident young man with a self-assured demeanor offered his help to Brother Tang, downplaying his earlier actions with a casual remark. A fierce gaze settled on as he declared his commitment to give it his all. The bus rolled steadily along a mountain road, the rocky terrain framing its journey. Air was thick with anticipation as a contemplative surveyed the landscape, reflecting on his successful mission. He thought about handing the to Tang, a rank 2 psychic mentalist. Next, he planned to register officially as a psychic mentalist. Held the glowing weapon, feeling a surge of joy at this unexpected discovery. The group in the moving vehicle reflected on TM's surprising strength, realizing how close they had come to disaster. The bus hummed softly as it determined, informed a curious pink-haired girl about his next destination. The joyful girl exclaimed her excitement about the city, revealing it was there, and suggesting they travel there together. Asked the pink-haired character if they were students of Marshall University and noted their unexpected destination. A nervous young woman with pink hair hesitantly tried to engage her uninterested friend. Gestured thoughtfully while explaining his family was in the city and mentioning her desire to visit home before arriving at Mountain. Cheerful conversation filled the vehicle as two friends discussed their plans to return home. Suggested they go together and she happily agreed. She offered for him to stay at her house. Contemplated his feelings about dating the girl, feeling conflicted and unsure of his next steps. Answered the phone, curious about the call. Dong introduced herself, stating her name clearly. A sense of urgency filled the air as listened intently on the phone. The woman informed him that the Morning Star selection had been moved up. Responded stating he was nearing the regional station. She assured him she would arrive in about 15 minutes. He agreed, asking her to wait for him. Walked with his companions through the bustling regional station, determination clear in his stride. Between two girls, explaining his change of plans with a calm but uncertain demeanor. He mentioned he wouldn't be going to city anymore. Then he suggested they part ways here. The girl with straight hair listened silently, disappointment etched on her face. The girl with pink hair reacted, surprise flickering across her features. Luxurious objects shimmered under the light, captivating a group of amazed onlookers. They marveled at the Emperor's heart, expressing their excitement. One gestured towards the stunning artifact. Another girl exclaimed, thrilled by the sight and its rarity. A third girl observed, curiosity dancing in her eyes. Joy filled the air as two friends reunited, laughter echoing amidst the bustling crowd. When Hui greeted, excitement shining in her eyes, embraced her, overjoyed by the quick reunion. Cheerful greeted from his seat in the vehicle, commenting on her beauty and asking about her friends. A young woman with pink hair looked perplexed as she questioned this unexpected presence. Joy danced in his voice as she introduced her best friend from martial Yu. Tense and focused, observed the couple through his sunglasses, intrigued by their interaction. A young woman with pink hair smiled brightly as she greeted, expressing excitement about his martial arts rank. Friendly and hospitable young man introduced himself as well seated in his car, welcoming the group with an offer of a ride. A young woman with pink hair playfully suggested they call a cab instead of crying in his car. The inquisitive young woman questioned why they should cater to him. Tension thickened as handed something to the frustrated young woman with pink hair. She shouted at the group, demanding an explanation. Tension filled the air as calmly showed money to the frustrated young woman leaning in angrily toward him. Excitement crowded in the air as a car approached, drawing the group's attention. Reacted with eagerness, announcing that his friend was arriving. Surprised young woman watched, her eyes wide with anticipation. Concerned young woman signaled to the group, her expression alert. Calm young man stood with the group, curiosity evident on his face. A cheerful young man drove the car enthusiastically, ready to join them. Helicopter hovered above, casting a shadow over the determined young man, warned the group they needed to hurry to avoid landing in the SIG district. Helicopter hovered overhead, excitement radiating from as he confidently gestured to his shocked friends. He revealed his daring plan about the Eastern Military District's helicopter.